Welcome to Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Welcome to my channel. Please hit the thumbs up, the like, subscribe, the bell icon, and share. Thanks for supporting me and thanks for watching. Please be sure to comment and subscribe. Hey there, good to see you. Hi, Bucket List, good to see you too. How are you doing today? How y'all doing? Excuse me. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. We'll start off with the banners. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. I had an emergency situation, so I had to go ahead and tend to that. Matthew 18, verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, that he were drowned in the depths of the sea. Even as infants, we belong to God. So even if they do not know God, they're still with God. Evil men understand not judgment. They that seek the Lord understand all things. Matthew 18, verse 10. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you, that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. In Isaiah 1:17, I like to pinpoint this out because the fact that a lot of people say we need to be hush hush about these things, that we don't need to speak out or anything, that we need to be quiet. And Isaiah 1:17 contradicts that. So this is God's words through Isaiah. Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take out the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. A lot of y'all know that there's a lot of widows out there that's just at home. Do you know there's a widow, my next door neighbor, and I guess I'm the only one that goes and help. She had asked me to tell a preacher to come and do Bible study with her. Every preacher asked has refused to go there and do that. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I want to thank everybody for coming. Amen. I'm glad that y'all are doing good. Tummy time and doing too good today. I've been having trouble after I eat lately. Welcome everybody who's here. Thank you for coming. Amanda Cooper, she's 34-year-old in Kingston, Tennessee, gave birth to a daughter who died. We're not. Y'all got to understand the impact that when you're pregnant and you do drugs, that is not good for a baby. So without further ado, I will share the screen. I want to see, make sure there's going to be a video first. So I've got to change my voice, okay? So you will not be able to hear me because I will play the audio first, okay?
Working to learn more about a woman facing abuse of corpse charges in Roane County. The Roane County Sheriff's Office says the arrest was made in Kingston. Amanda Cooper was booked into jail on Saturday. The 34-year-old's charge is for abuse of a corpse or sale or purchase of buried human skeletal remains. We'll keep you updated as we continue to try to reach out to the Roane County Sheriff's Office for more information surrounding this case.
See if we still have anything. Okay, can y'all hear me okay? I've got my other computer over here and I heard my voice, so I'll go ahead. This was published February 26, 2024. Thank you so much, our bucket list. In Kingston, Tennessee, on Saturday around 11 a.m., okay, you got to put in mind this was in February. The Kingston Police Department responded to reports of a woman who had given birth to a baby, but the baby unfortunately died, according to a police report. Thank you, Jackie. When officers arrived at 904 Rosedale Avenue, they found 34-year-old Amanda Cooper, who police said told officers she had given birth to a baby earlier in the day and the baby was still inside the home. KPD officers reported finding the dead baby wrapped in a sheet on a bed behind the couch where Cooper was sitting when they found her. EMS reportedly gave Cooper medical treatment. Then after she was released, she was arrested and charged with abuse of a corpse and transported to the Roane County Detention Center. The baby was sent in for an autopsy. Here she is right here. She's 34 years old. She's not like a teenager. She's 34 years old. We're going to be 34 years old this year in July. Kingston Police Chief Jim Washam said the investigation is ongoing and the TBI is also involved. Let me go to the next report here. There's a new details. Kingston police say mother admitted to using drugs before giving birth on the toilet. New details provide insight into what happened this month before a Roane County mother's newborn baby was found by Kingston police, dead and wrapped in a towel. What did they say sheet earlier? You see what I'm saying earlier? The other one says sheet and this says towel. So maybe it was wrapped in a towel and a sheet, right? Maybe give it the benefit of the doubt. Police responded Saturday morning to a 911 call in the 900 block of Rosedale Avenue in Kingston. On Thursday, Amanda Cooper, the mother accused of abusing her baby's corpse, appeared in Roane County General Sessions Court virtually for a bond hearing. Judge Dennis Humphrey read an affidavit accusing Cooper of smoking something, possibly meth, before she gave birth on a toilet. Cooper confirmed she lived in the house where the baby's body was found. She said she takes care of her mother, who has bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. She also said the newborn was her fourth child. She does not have custody of any of her three other ones. She also said she has not been in court before, but did miss a child support court date. Kingston Police Detective Keith Kyle testified he said he found the baby wrapped in two towels lying in a bed behind the couch Cooper was sitting on. Kyle said there was blood splattered around the head on Cooper's legs. Kyle said Cooper was coherent and able to answer questions. She was then taken to Methodist Hospital. Kyle said she spoke to a witness, Jason Jeffers. Jeffers had checked on Cooper late Friday, then left and went to Harriman. When he returned early Saturday, he found Cooper on the toilet. Cooper told him to get some towels. The detective said Jeffers told him he took the baby from the toilet and wrapped it in a towel. He said the baby was not crying. There were 2 canceled 911 calls. The third call led to authorities coming to the house and finding the baby, Thursday's hearing showed. So she must have knew she was going to be arrested. You know what I'm saying? Kyle also said he listened to an interview with Cooper conducted at the hospital. Cooper told authorities she'd been around 8 months pregnant and was expecting to have the baby in late March. She also admitted to regularly smoking heroin. Cooper told authorities she felt the need to use heroin once or twice a day so she wouldn't experience a feeling of withdrawal. Cooper said in the interview to authorities she was smoking aluminum foil before giving birth because it numbed the pain. She had aluminum in the system. See, also, I guess. She said she felt like she needed to go to the bathroom, saw blood, and thinks she passed out. I wonder why with drugs, huh? Kyle said authorities obtained a search warrant and found drug paraphernalia, including straws and burnt tinfoil. An autopsy was completed Sunday on the baby, but the cause of death was not determined. Detectives will look into blood and tissue samples. More charges could come, but right now Cooper is charged with abuse of a corpse. Her bond is set at $50,000. Her preliminary hearing is scheduled for March 12th. Okay, I guess it's over there. Okay. So let me go to the next one. So in court, Kingston mother charged with abuse of corpse. This was February the 29th, 2029. Guess I need to redo the page where it was. Wait for it to. Hope it don't automatically play. Let me let y'all listen to this one. Gotta mute myself again, so please.
About my taxes. I met with the TurboTax expert because I had 2 full-time jobs, lawyering and
Today, we are learning more about the Kingston mother charged with abuse of a corpse. Last week, authorities did find the body of a baby girl wrapped in a towel in the home of Amanda Cooper.
10 News reporter Olivia Daig sat in on that hearing today. And Olivia, that mother appeared in court by video. What did you learn?
Robin, John, this was a bond hearing. Amanda Cooper's bond sits at $50,000. A Kingston detective gave us some more background on what led up to police finding her dead baby wrapped in a towel. The detective said he found the body. Detectives interviewed a witness who said Cooper was smoking something, possibly meth, and gave birth on the toilet early Saturday. That witness wrapped the dead baby up and put it on a bed behind a couch. Cooper said she has 3 children but does not have custody of any of them. The detective said Cooper talked to authorities in the hospital where she admitted to using heroin. The detective said there was evidence she was using drugs.
Actually seen Miss Cooper smoking something on aluminum foil. And when we actually executed a search warrant, there was a straw, 1 or 2 straws laying on the floor. There were some burnt aluminum foil strips.
The Regional Forensic Center conducted an autopsy Sunday on the baby. Cause of death has yet to be determined, and detectives are still waiting on testing of tissue and blood samples. Now, more charges could come, but right now Cooper is charged with felony abuse of a corpse, and she's due back in court March 12th.
Olivia Daigle with the update.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you.
So I'm going to go over there to this other website right quick. I'm going to go to, let me get this out of the way right here. Let me go into here. Agree. I'm paying for this at the moment, people, so. Okay, then there's, we're going to look for Kingston. Look for one that's got Kingston, Alabama. Tennessee, sorry. And I was thinking that this one right here, but it ain't. Amanda Lynn's not her. This one right here might be her. She's 33 right there. So let me go to the top of the page and see if it's got her. But that's Kingsport. It's not Kingston. But see, she's 34. So I would think that this one that's 33 was her. And this might be the one that I downloaded already. And so I went ahead looking at this. If this is her, she's in July 1990, the age, right? 33. So she's 33 now, sorry. Okay. So that was the address. We'll get past all that, okay? Okay. And if this is her, I'm not saying this is her, but it's the same age, okay? It's Amanda Cooper with a criminal October 2021. It's not provided by the source. Okay. There's a unknown charge right there as well. Towing safety review mirrors, which that's not a big deal. As far as there's one drive on revoked second offense license. The case was retired for there. Then there's domestic assault, which it said dismissed to defendant, 415. Okay, then there was this one, that's no seatbelt driver, which that's no biggie. Possession of law, drug paraphernalia, uses and activities. This is why I believe it's her. Y'all know what I'm saying? And this was November the 2nd, 2020. And it was dismissed. Why was it dismissed? Why was it dismissed? I guess because you gave up your kids. Maybe because she gave up her kids. That's probably how she did. Crazy. And here's possession of a firearm, intent to go armed, dangerous felony, and then that was dismissed. Forgery, which is criminal, of course. It didn't say that one was dismissed. Then there's criminal scheduled drugs manufacturers, DEL, selling and possession. She waived the preliminary hearing. There's got to be the same girl. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be the same girl. Unauthorized joyriding. Unauthorized use of a vehicle. Guilty. Drivers to exercise due care. Guilty. Let's see. Then this was dismissed. The theft up to $500. This was dismissed. Offense theft, which this one is guilty. A lot of people do steal to get their drugs. Forgery. Dismissed to the state. So the state's supposed to take that one up, okay? Okay, so she actually got forgery charges against her too. And she's taking care of her mother that's got those mental illnesses. It makes you think that she was forging and stealing checks, you know? That's what it makes you think, that she was. Drive while license revoked, of course. That's 2010. This domestic assault, which was dismissed to the defendant. Domestic assault, which is dismissed, cost to defendant. She got to pay the court costs. Drive while license revoked. Offense driving or revoked second offense. Case is retired or something. Okay. Driving or revoked second offense. It says 222. Driving or revoked second offense. 222. And here's where in Davidson County, that's a different lady right there. This is, but I don't know which one's her middle name, whether it's Lynn or whether it's Ray, or she had been married before, maybe to somebody, Amanda Ray. We don't know that, right? And that was a file. I'm looking at that one. And like I said, I don't know which one's which, right? That's what's so bad about it. But you gotta have the age associated with that too. So some of these are not her, okay? Some of these are not her. Them aren't her down here. The other one has to be her. Yeah, that's a lot of breaking the law, isn't it? She did not deserve to have any kids. There's only one of those that was charged with having drugs and drug paraphernalia. You know that has to be her, and that was the same age range. So, this woman who said she had never been in court before, everything keeps being dismissed. You know who else says they never got in trouble before? And then they did research and they found a lot of their cases in the different states. And that proved to be a lie too. So a lot of times these people will say, well, they've never been arrested in their life before. Or been in court before. This is heartening, you know, and they had to be in court before unless she didn't show up for the custody hearings of her kids because she was too high on drugs or whatever. Or maybe they dropped some of the charges because of her getting rid of the kids. There is no telling in Tennessee. It's got so many crooked things that's going on. And y'all pray for the family. There was a lady in Tennessee that was fumbling through her purse to get her keys. And she had a pistol in her purse, and it shot her 13-year-old, and she's dead. They said it was an accident and everything, so y'all pray for the family of that 13-year-old teenager. If I'm not mistaken, she was 13. So this is a lot going on at this day and time. We need to speak up. I hope and pray she gets more charges. I'm not talking about the one in that her daughter, that accidental, but I'm hoping that this one right here, the daughter who died, they have programs to help a mother that's on drugs deal with their addictions while the child is pregnant without going to do the use of heroin. But she took it upon herself to choose drugs over her child. Why in the world, when two of the times when 911 was called, you hung up, or whoever was there hung up? I can bet you it's probably you getting that guy to hang up or you hanging up just because of the fact that you're afraid you're going to go to jail. I am sorry for that little kid did not deserve everything that it went through. That child did not. And she's fortunate she did not bleed to death and die herself. As much blood as and they said it's blood spattered everywhere. It's like, okay. So anyway, thank y'all so much, and God bless y'all. And remember to be a voice. Does anybody want to get up and talk about this in the box? If anybody wants to, you're welcome to. Yes, it is. It's very awful. She's old enough to know better. She's in her 30s. Sometimes I was thinking if she wasn't drugs and she was a teenager and she was afraid or in a bad relationship, you know what I'm saying? Um, but when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, she's 34 years old and she's old enough to know that it's illegal. Why else would she have the phone hung up twice on 911? The weird thing is, one time I called 911 and I hung up. I was feeling suicidal, and it's like, never mind, I can deal with this on my own, right? The cops still showed up. They still showed up even when I hung up, even before I said anything. Because my phone was registered into the system once I called in there. So I don't understand why the cops didn't come the other two times when. What do y'all think about that? Y'all agree with that? If anybody wants to get up and talk, just let me know. I'll be glad to put the link down below. Jackie, would you like to come up? Or our bucket? Anybody else who's here? Giving y'all a chance to speak if y'all want to. And it's sad that these other kids are going to grow up. Her other three children are going to say, I've got a sister that's dead. They're making dinner right now? Okay. They're going to say, well, she's better off. I can imagine kids. She's better off than having the drug symptoms. Or they might grow up thinking, my sister and brother would have been okay. Um, if Mama not had not done drugs. Mama's responsible for my baby brother or baby sister's murder. Basically, them other kids have been neglected by that mom also because she chose drugs over her children. I am glad that the children are not with a mother. I hope they are with a loving family member. I hope and pray that they are getting the best care, the best treatment that they deserve. Someone that actually loves and cares about them and their needs. Guys, this just keep happening. These keep on and on happening too often. I want to say thank y'all and say God bless y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. God bless each and every one of y'all. Prayers for the children. Prayers for the family of the children. Prayers that people wake up to these problems that's going on in our society. Yes, Heron has a lot to answer for. Good every day. What I'm wondering is she has got her taking care of her mother that's schizophrenic and uh, bipolar and schizophrenic, right? It's almost like the mother had to take care of her because of her drug use, right? Does not make a lot of sense for a druggie that's on all this heroin and everything to be taking care of a mother that's schizophrenic and bipolar. Y'all agree with me that y'all probably think that really the mom was trying to take care of her? Exactly. Love and prayers for you all too, and God bless y'all. There's 4 people in the room right now, and God bless each and every one of y'all, even though I don't know who you are. Just say God bless. You see something, say something, speak up. What would y'all have done if y'all were at a friend's house and y'all had seen the baby in a toilet? For instance, what would y'all have done? I think right away I would have called 911. She was sitting on the toilet. How did we know the baby didn't even? How long was she sitting there for before? Because she said she passed out. The baby could have drowned in that toilet water too. You know what I'm saying? The baby might have been born alive. We don't know that yet. This is a sad situation, everyone. Y'all would have made sure to call 911. Made sure to get her up off the toilet and get that baby right away and cut or try to warm it up to make sure that it did not need any kind of CPR or anything like that while calling 911. But my friend's just had a baby in a toilet. I got here and had to get her out the toilet and get the baby, out the toilet with wrap and towel. Makes me wonder about the guy, is a piece of druggie as well. The friend. Let's remember to keep thoughts and prayers of our other children that are with other people in our thoughts and prayers, that hoping that they are with a good person and not being neglected, not with a druggie, not being neglected or abused in any way. They've been through enough, y'all. They seriously have. God bless each and every one of you, and lots of love. Thank you.